Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show as we head into another big weekend of racing for the team. But before we look ahead, let's look back to Queensland Jewel Day here on the home track on the weekend. No winners, but some good performances. Indian Dreamer, he went very close, didn't he?
Yeah, good morning, Adam. Yeah, I thought he raced super. A little bit unlucky, got bobbed out. There's a horse flashed down the outside and beat them all, but good run, good honest effort, and hadn't ran for a while. He'll improve off that run now.
And continuing on the prep?
Yep, continue on. He's an old gelding now, and he's sort of, we've been very patient with him, so it's time for him to, put a couple together pretty quick, I think. Okay,
very good. And Trent Usmanov, same boat for him. He ran a great race, ran second in the Flying 900.
Bit of a return to form. The winner's obviously very smart, really good short course horse. They broke the 50-second barrier, so that's low-level flying, basically. I think they were 0.2 of a second off the track record from memory. So that's pretty bloody quick, and he actually tore a front shoe off in the run as well, so added a little bit of merit to the run, and it was just good to see the old boy back.
Yeah, and then, so with that in mind, now that he's got the tick, he's back, and he's in form, have you got any aims for him?
Well, he's 6 years old, and he's pretty hard to place, so it's just going to be all those short course races that he's basically either won or contested before, like your Ascot Handicap, 1,000 metres at Eagle Farm, those type of races. The Bribey and it's not the Bribey, it's all those sort of 1,000-metre races in the winter, basically.
Okay.
Short course races for him in the winter, and that's basically where he sits. He's not going to go and win us a Doomben 10,000 or anything. He's not that good, so he's just a bit tricky to place, but listed sort of Group 3 grade. That's about him.
Okay, well, yeah, hopefully find something over the winter then. Yep. Speaking of the winter and I guess feature racing, Mimi Lagarde running on day one of the championships in 8 days' time. How's she travelling heading in?
Yeah, she's going super. She come through her most recent trial in really good order. She had a gallop on the course proper here on last Saturday morning before Jewel Day, where she galloped up super. It's been a slight jockey change. Jerry wanted a Sydney rider, so they've engaged James McDonald.
Wow.
So that's a bit of a great rider. So we'll lose nothing there. But Robbie's a little bit unfortunate. He knows the mare that well, and he's hasn't done a great deal wrong on her. But it's not about that. Jerry just wanted a Sydney jockey in Sydney, and he's happy to put Robbie back on when she comes home.
Yeah, sure. Well, they don't get much better than J-Mac, do they?
No, that's right. So he'll give her every chance, I feel.
Very good. Oh, well, that's exciting. And then Trent trials on Tuesday here at the Gold Coast. No doubt some winter carnival prospects will be stepping out there.
Yeah, Alpine Edge for his first trial. Unsure whether we give him another one after that. We'll just have a look at him. He's done a fair bit of work. And then I think he's going to run first up in the Mick Dittman sort of later April, second or third week of April. So that's where we sit with him, and his prep kicks off next week, and a couple of unraced youngsters coming through, so fairly busy trial session coming up, and for all our supporters, have a look after Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess you'll know more about Alpine, but what are you guys thinking about him? He's obviously had a nice spell off the back of his spring sort of preparation.
Yeah, he's furnished a bit. He was always been a big colt, and he's finally caught up with his frame. I think just looking at him and everything he's doing this time, and it's all on the bridle stuff where he's quite keen in his work. Before it was a bit of an effort to work. He'd do it and he raced well, but now he knows what's going on. So I feel his body's caught up with him now, which is great. His demeanour's so good for a colt. You wouldn't know he's a colt. He's having a bit of a play out and about the place. Like we paraded him for Diane Bill Houston the other day, and he went up there and had a bit of a play, which is good. But apart from that,
good?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Where does he go? He goes. Well, he'll be nominated for obviously the Stradbroke. Whether he's good enough for that, but he kicks off on the Mick Dittman Plate, then possibly the Gold Coast Guineas, then possibly Fred Best. And see how he's going, and whether he fits into a Stradbroke or not, we're not sure. But he'll find his level pretty quick this year, I feel.
Okay. Oh, it will be good to see him step out here on Tuesday at the trials. And okay, well, let's get into the weekend preview. Global Citizen and Cherry, they're in the same race, a benchmark 85 over the 1,050, and Global's drawn nicely in barrier 4. You're just waiting on a rider there, and Trent Cherry's an emergency here. There has been a few scratchings already, and it's had a freshen up heading into this.
Yeah, that's right. Look, there's a fair bit of rain forecast, so we're basically on weather watch. And what's the rain for? Like 20 or 40
20
mil
to 40
or
mil,
something, isn't it? Jeez.
possibly today and tomorrow.
If they get it right.
Far out. We don't
Yeah,
need
we don't
any
need
more.
that, but anyway.
No.
Both in good form. Cherry off the back of a bit of a layoff. He'd been in work for a little bit, and basically there wasn't a great deal of races around for him. We didn't really want to go to Eagle Farm. That was basically the only race ready for him, was at Eagle Farm a couple of weeks ago when they resumed there, and he doesn't go any good there. He likes to get his toe in a little bit, so this is basically the first race that's available, and I like him down in the weights as well from a soft barrier. I've said that all along. He's only a small horse, so lightweight helps. He'll be prominent for a long way, as will Global Citizen. I think the thing with Global Citizen is, can he, now that he's up in grade, absorb the high pressure that you've got to absorb in these better quality races, rather than, he looked really good when he's winning his benchmark 65s and sort of class 3s and whatnot. But now that he's sort of up where it hurts, it just becomes a little bit tougher. So I think Dad mentioned it last week, the intestinal fortitude is going to be tested, and he's drawn a beautiful soft barrier to get a good run, but I would suggest if it's wet, he'll struggle a little bit, because
He's not a very
can't
good
handle
wet track at all.
Handle it with a bit of sting out the ground, but not
Not too much.
soft. No.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on the
Whereas
track
it might
there.
be a bit of difference for Cherry. He doesn't like a bog either, but he certainly likes a toe, and he might just handle a little bit better than Global Citizen.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully not too much rain, and both can take their place. And just waiting on a rider there, just with scratchings and other.
Yeah, well, he was due to run here last week, and with this race in mind, after that, Jaden Lloyd suspended. A couple of lighter riders have got rides, so there's horses drawn wide in the race, which we think will probably come out. So we'll grab one of those lighter weight riders on the way through.
Okay. Gold Coast Saturday, Ballistic Bay entered for a maiden plate over the 1400 metres. I guess same scenario there. Not hoping for not too much rain, because she needs dry.
Yeah, as Trent said, we're on weather watch. Hopefully the weather can stay away for the weekend. It'd be great, and come in on Monday if it likes. But on weather watch for her. But look, she hasn't raced for a bit either, due to some wet weather.
Wet weather, yeah.
So anyhow, but she's going to be in the race for a long way. She's going quite well. Gallops are all being good and positive. Whether she may just need it with that little bit of time between runs, that's the only thing.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed the weather gods are on the side for the Archer Park team there. And Bakahatsu, Trent, for strong bloodstock and partners in a class 1 for the boys over the 1200, and drawn nicely barrier 3 for Jag.
Yeah, super. I don't mind him sort of up to 1200 and back from metro grade to provincial. We went up A grade, I should say, last start, and he just copped a fair bit of pressure from a long way out at Ipswich at his last midweek run, and that told. I think 1200, he probably doesn't cop as much pressure. I'd say Michael Costa's horse comes up and is pretty quick too. It'll be outside him. We'll probably lead and just look to find the right lane in the straight. Hopefully you can get a couple of cheap sectionals around the side and then just build. That'd be good. He has run a good race on a bog track at the Sunny Coast once before, so heavy track, not totally concerned about. It's just more about getting the race right in the first part of the race and sort of getting control.
Okay. Well, good luck to connections there if the conditions are favourable. And Sunshine Coast Sunday Toe, Burning Bell, entered for a Cutis 3-year-old benchmark 62. We mentioned her on the show in recent weeks after that impressive win. It was pretty slick, wasn't it? Looks a nice sort of progression.
It does, yeah. She's drawn beautifully. Ryan goes back on this week, and she's going to box seat, and it'll be up to Ryan. She's going good. Gallop here was on Tuesday morning was super in company, and she's come on nicely since that run. She's such a easygoing filly, no stress at all. She's very, very similar to Mimi Lagarde. I think we've mentioned before, where they couldn't, you couldn't put a bomb underneath them, they wouldn't flinch. So that makes our job easier, and also conserves a lot of energy for her. So that's great. And the way she's come on, I think she could nearly win again. I think she's pretty close to our best for the weekend.
For sure.
Okay, well, I was going to ask you about that. So that was
Kill
the next...
two birds with one stone.
That's right. I think
I'll
you've
cut
just
you off at the pass and say
play the sound effect
yeah. No, I think she's our best, certainly, for the weekend.
for the on-track thoroughbreds team.
Yep. Good
Very
luck.
good. Best bet for you?
That's
You gonna-
her.
Yep.
I think she can get the job done. Good cutest prize money for
Yep.
a filly again. So I think it's about 27 or 8 grand for a win on a Sunday at the Sunshine Coast. So important that she can go up there and get the job done. Sunshine
Really
Coast
good turn
should
of foot,
suit.
and it should suit her down on the ground. She's got a really good turn of foot. He can just ride her nice and comfortable and get her into the clearance. She should let down pretty quick.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Confident.
Sounds easy, doesn't
Got the speed map, how it's going to all unfold, and very good. So, well, they're the 5 runners. Good luck to everyone over the weekend.
it? Good luck. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.